Hey everyone, and I'm back with a makeup tutorial. Yes, I have some old videos that's been sitting on my desktop on my hard drive. So I said, hey, let's get these out and we're gonna get started on priming the face. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Facial Primer. This is a great primer if you want your makeup to last long. If you want that foundation to stick to your skin and not move around, I love this primer for that. Now using the Juvias Place foundation in Togo, that shade matches me so well. Can you guys leave me down below some foundation recommendations? I would love to try out some new foundations, but I really love the formula of this, the coverage, how blendable and smoothable it is. It's buildable. It's definitely more of a full medium to full coverage, but I love that because it covers everything. It gives me a blank canvas to start on. So I'm just applying that evenly all over. Now it's time to conceal, and I'm using two concealers by Juvias Place. One is 12 or 14. I believe it's 12 and 9. Those are the shades I use. 12 is more yellow, has a yellow undertone, and 9 has more of a neutral undertone. So I just like to mix the two, and I apply some underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to reverse contour, so I'm going to apply a little underneath where my contour will go and on my chin. And I just use a stiff dome brush just to pounce that into my skin and really blend it well. When I do blend underneath my eyes, I will go in with a smaller detailer brush to blend that concealer well. And you do want to make sure you go back in with your foundation brush just to ensure you're getting a smooth and blendable even coverage. Now I'm going to apply some primer to my eyelids. This one's from MAC. This works really well and it keeps my eyelids from creasing. I'm going to apply a dab of concealer. This is going to give me an even base to start with, and it allows me to build brighter colors on top so those brighter shades can stand out on my skin. So of course it's time to set. After you apply your wet products, you want to set with a powder. This will allow your foundation to last long. You will get less creasing this way. And if you find that your makeup moves a lot, I will definitely recommend a powder. This one is from Juvias Place and the color I am using is Kalahari. I do have a lighter shade as well, but I don't really use that one as much because it's a little too bright for my skin. I'm just going to apply that over top of all the places I applied concealer. And like I said, you always want to blend. If you want flawless and even coverage, if you want everything to look really good, you want to just blend. Just take your time blending. Blending is very important. Okay, so now I'm going in with the blushed palette by Juvias Place, and I think I blended both of these blush shades on my cheeks. Super pretty and bright and bold, and it stands out so well on melanated skin. Now I'm going to use my contour palette. This one's from Black Radiance. You guys know I use this so much. It works so well, but this is the medium to dark shade. I'm just going to apply this all over my face where I like to contour, and that's the perimeter and underneath my cheekbones. So this makeup look is definitely inspired by the makeup look I did in the Flexi Rod video some time ago. You guys love that makeup look, and I used this exact palette from Juvias Place. Now I might have applied a little more pressure in this video and the shades are a little bit more bolder and more brighter, but hey, it's an inspired look, so I just wanted to recreate it or try to. It's really hard to recreate looks in my opinion. It just is. So I'm going to mix that red that's in that palette, also that reddish pinkish color from the blush palette too, and I'm going to blend this throughout my crease. Okay, I'm using more of a fluffier brush. A fluffy brush is a brush that spreads out a little more. The hairs are spread apart, so you can sweep this color in a wider area and it's not going to be as concentrated. It's just going to be an evenly coat of color, if that makes sense. Now I will go in and pack on the shade. I will press it in and add more and more pigmentation. Now I'm using that darker red shade that's in the Juvias Place palette, and I'm just going to apply this on the outer corner. I'm actually using a smaller brush. Okay, I'm using a smaller brush that's going to allow me to keep this color concentrated, keep it placed where I want it. I don't want it spread across. I'm not going to use a fluffier brush for this. I'm going to use more of a brush that's more compact to allow me to keep the pigmentation in the place I would want. And I'm going in and applying that same shade underneath, and I'm doing it underneath my eyes. I'm only placing it on the outer thirds of my eye. Now, I had this single eyeshadow from Urban Decay. Gorgeous, beautiful shade. Look how gorgeous and fiery it is. It's like a warm cranberry with sparkles and glitter. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to apply that on a flatter brush, a flat, stiff brush. You can apply a little bit of setting spray too to wet the brush and pack that shade on in the middle of my eyelids. You can see how gorgeous this is. Now for the inner lids, I'm going to apply that blue from that Juvia's Place palette. All the colors you need are in that one palette. That's all I used was the one palette in that blush palette, of course. But you definitely do not need to use that blush palette if you don't want to. And as you can see, I'm packing that blue on. You can wet your brush too, add a little water or some setting spray just to ensure you're packing that product on and you're getting the most pigmentation. Now to blend those shades, I do go in between the two colors and I will press them together, okay? To blend eyeshadows on your lid and make sure everything is seamless and there's no distinct line, you want to just go in with both colors. Just pack it on the center, just keep packing it back and forth, and those shades will blend. And for the inner corner, I use the brightest blue in that shade. It kind of has a green undertone. You see it's super vibrant. It goes so well with these colors. Man, this was such a beautiful makeup look. I haven't really did my makeup. I haven't been doing it that often. I just been so busy this year. This is by far has been the busiest year I've ever had in my life. So yeah, looking at these old makeup tutorials is, you know, getting me re-inspired to dip back into my makeup collection. Now using this royal blue, this is from Urban Decay, I believe, and I'm going to apply this into my waterline. Okay, just apply a couple coats of that, and it's just going to stand out against all those other colors. And I'm doing some fine tuning, some fine detailing and blending some more of that cranberry shade underneath just to ensure everything is seamless. Everything looks cohesive. It looks like one eye look, not several. Now I'm going to apply a couple coats of mascara, of course, because we want those lashes to be bold and big. I'm applying some setting spray just to blend all that work together. You want to blend, okay? Blending is key, and setting spray does help to let those powders and all those creams or any liquid settle into the skin. All right, I'm going to add my highlighter using the same palette. Okay, use what you got. And then I'm going to go in with these gorgeous voluminous lashes. Man, I've been tearing down these lashes. This lash book is from Beats by Deb. This lash book is gone, okay? It's non-existent. I have like one of these lashes left out of this book, but these are super gorgeous and fluffy, and I'm going to apply those to my lash line. I'm just gonna keep it super simple and neutral for the lips, just using a dark brown lip liner, and then I'm going to apply this gloss. I believe this is from Urban Decay. I'm pretty sure it is. They have some beautiful lip cushions that I highly recommend. They last long and they're super glossy. And this is the finished look. You guys saw this wash and go a long time ago. Like I said, this video is old, guys. So I hope you all still enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all in the next one.